It's over. It's all over. You can wrap it up, put a bow on this bitch. This 2019 Chicago Bears season is over. Why? Why pretend like it's not? Why pretend like they can turn things around? Why pretend that even if they did, that it would make any difference whatsoever? They're done. This season is over. Admit it. Accept it. Because the quicker you do, the less you will feel. The quicker you do, the more therapeutic it will be for you. It's over. I said heading into this game that it wouldn't surprise me if the Bears won by 2 touchdowns or lost by 2 or 3 touchdowns and anything else in between. Well, we definitely got something in between, didn't we? The Bears are at home, coming off of 2 straight losses. Los Angeles. It doesn't matter because even though they're technically stationed in Los Angeles, even when they play there, they're not the home team any damn ways, so it doesn't matter. You're playing a team decimated by injuries yet again that doesn't even have a city that identifies with them as their home. Coming into this game, losers of 3 straight, 2-5 on the season. You largely shut down the Chargers' running game. Phillip Rivers, future Hall of Fame quarterback, has less than a stellar day. You finally give the ball enough to David Montgomery where he goes over 100 yards for the first time this season. Whoopity skippity yip yip hooray! And they still lost. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine at this point being somebody that shows any faith or confidence in Trubisky whatsoever. Like, what has to be rolling around in your brain? What are you on? And you know what? It's got to be such rank, vile crap that I wouldn't even want any of it. He's a buster. He's a bust. And the quicker that you and everyone else gets on board with that, the better it will be for everyone. Most certainly, who needs to come to that realization, if he has not already, is Ryan Pace, the general manager for the Chicago Bears. You get all of these trips in the first half into the red zone, and if it's not the crappy play calling yet again from Nagy, it's just the total incompetence of Trubisky at key points in time. Inaccuracy, inability to see the field, inability to read defenses, you name it. But even in spite of all of that, knowing their quarterback sucks, knowing that you were going to go in here with a significant disadvantage at the most important position in the damn game, which you consistently do week after week, month after month, year after year. There were the Bears up in the fourth quarter. And it didn't matter. Here comes a Trubisky pick. Bad read, bad throw. And a little bit later, here comes Trubisky with the fumble. In the worst possible situation, at the worst possible time. The interception didn't bite the Bears in the ass, but the fumble most certainly did. And even with all of that, the Bears find themselves in position late. They get the ball back. Trubisky actually makes a couple of throws, which is kind of the MO. Sucks for 58 plus minutes of the game. 2 minutes, not terrible. The Bears get into position, and you think to yourself, okay, I know Eddie Pinheiro missed a field goal earlier in the game. But you know what? So 40, 41 yards. He should be good. I'll ignore the element of the doink earlier on in the damn game when he missed the field goal. I'm going to ignore the doink. He's got to make this one. Leave it to the Bears, who's still shitty quarterback, manages to make a couple of good throws for a goddamn change late in the game. Tell me where you've heard this before, folks. Only for now, the Bears get in position, think they have a kicker, and then realize, oh crap, we don't have a kicker either. The Bears' defense played well for a good majority of the game, but ultimately failed to tighten up and clutch up when they needed to most. Pagano, stop playing so much off the ball defense, you idiot! There is no margin for error. At least man up, nut up. Be impressive. But folks, of course, in that one small pocket of time where Trubisky didn't totally suck in this game, the Bears get in position, field goal to win it, and they miss it. And they lose. Chargers come into Soldier Field, a crappy, beaten down team, and they end up winning. So now the Chargers, for at least 1 week, have a reason to hold on to some type of hope, even though they shouldn't, because they suck too. And the Chicago Bears now sit at 3-4. With Detroit winning on Sunday, they're in last place in the NFC North with a buttload of teams in front of them if they're even thinking about making the wild card. This season's over. Get all those good feelings about 2018 and flush them out of your system. Just flush them out. Flush them out. Flush them out. That season's gone. And it most certainly as hell is not to return. I mean, what are you thinking at this point? Oh, they'll get their revenge against Philadelphia, and then they'll go on this big, long winning streak, and they'll win out, and they'll go 12-4, and they'll win the division. Shit, at this pace, the way Green Bay's playing, you don't even know if 12-4 is good enough to win the damn division. Let alone, that even if the Bears somehow pulled off one of these all-time great miracle closes to the last 9 games of their damn season, where the hell do you think this team is going with this idiot-ass play caller and this crappy quarterback? Of all things, I understand it. Believe me, I do. Bears fans are tired of this organization consistently getting it wrong at the most important position in football. They're tired of seeing a team that since 1997 has invested 6 total first-round picks in the quarterback position and has rolled craps with all of them. Trading a 97 first-rounder for Merrick Meyer. 99 taking K. McSuckass at number 12. Trading, 2003, they traded down from 4, got the 2 first-round picks from the Jets, so that way they take Michael Haynes, and then, of course, that quarterback was Rex freaking Grossman! Then trading away since this team realizes that they can't draft a quarterback, they go trade for somebody else's problem child. Let's give up the 09 and 2010 first-round picks for Jay Smokin' Cutler. And then 2017, let's turn right around in a Mahomes and Watson draft and take the guy with 1 year of college experience that, who at his very best was just going to be Andy frickin' Dalton and Mitchell damn Trubisky. So believe me, I get it. But by pretending to think that he's not that bad, you're only showing just how disconnected you are from reality. By trying to maintain hope, all you are doing is setting yourself up for greater failure and disappointment. If you think that Trubisky is the guy, ding dong, dumb dicks, he's not. And if you thought he was, and part of the reason that you continue to defend him is because you think that he could be, but you more so want to do that just because you don't want to admit that you're wrong, it's okay. We make mistakes. I know our current culture teaches you that it's not okay to make mistakes and you don't get the opportunity to learn from them, but you can make mistakes. 'tis better to jump off the wagon now because that motherfucker has sunk. It has sunk. It is not sinking. It is not taking on water. It has not gotten a flat tire. It has sunk. And here's the deal, too. Like, as bad as Trubisky's been, at least, if nothing else, it eliminates any and all doubt for this organization. He has been so bad that they know they must move on, and they know they must move on this offseason. 'Tis better to know than not know. He's a sunken cost. The longer you stick with it, the worse off it's going to be for everybody. Have to make the right decision at the right time. The right decision at the right time would have been not to draft his ass in the first place, but now you have to minimize the damage. Other good thing about the Bears kind of playing like this is there's actually no pressure to give Eddie Jackson or Tariq Cohen a long-term extension because none of them are freaking earning it this year. So offensive line still stinks. And most importantly of all, you get to Matt Nagy. Should have been a little bit of danger there with Matt Nagy. Coming from a place in Kansas City where he was the offensive coordinator and the play caller for half a season, even though you ultimately know when Andy Reid is coaching the team, he is the shot caller, the play caller when it comes to the offense, period, no matter what the labels suggest otherwise. He comes in last year, he wins Coach of the Year because his team is 12-4, but largely they were carried by the defense. He won the Coach of the Year because of the other unit, not the unit that was his specialty. So now, as that defense has taken a small step back in 2019, predictably, the offense has not taken a small step forward. They have taken also a small step back. When you look at this offense, what's striking is they lack speed. Where are the explosive playmakers? They ain't got them. Where's the physicality? Running Montgomery 20 times a day is a way to establish Montgomery, but maybe not so much with this offensive line. You don't have a quarterback that can play, and you don't have that creative, imaginative play calling and game planning and play design. You have none of that, so what the hell is the identity of this offense? The hell is it? Because they got none of that. None of that. If at least you had the one, and the one was that you had the freaking quarterback, you can overcome some of that other crap. But when you're in the red zone multiple times, you keep walking away with field goals. As much as you can blame the quarterback, you blame the goddamn head coach running draws on 3rd and goal from the 9. And then at the end of the game, 40-something seconds left, you've already got your field goal position. I understand Trubisky sucks. I understand the fear of if you put it in his hands one more time, you are tempting fate and you risk losing the game. But damn it all! Why would you sit there and just take a knee and wait for the clock to run out for your kicker who already missed a kick, doink, earlier in the damn game from an even closer distance? How stupid do you have to be? So the Bears right now have a head coach who doesn't know what the hell he's doing on the offensive side of the ball. They have a quarterback that absolutely sucks. And they have a defense that is second tier right now. They got none of the key components that they really need. They're 3-4, and this season is over. Are you going to wait? I mean, wait for Trubisky to ball out. Keep waiting. Oh, he hasn't been all that bad. He's been bad enough to clearly see. This is what I get for putting aside logic and the deep down gut feelings to actually believe in this team this year. That's what I get for having hope. That's what I get for wanting to believe that this team could do big and better things. That's what I get. Well, I'm not going to continue to repeat the same mistakes. Just like Ryan Pace should admit that Trubisky is a sunken cost, I am admitting here and now that this 2019 Bears season is over and that this team is a sunken cost. It is over. Admit it.